I'm joined today with Ethan Posey, the Community Relations Director of Springfield, and we will be discussing a new holistic community-focused program that Springfield is conducting. So Ethan, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you so much for having me, Benny.
So let's get right into this. I'm really excited. So Ethan, what inspired the creation of the Build Springfield program, and how does it reflect the city's vision for the future?
So our Springfield Police Department actually received a $500,000 grant for violence prevention. So we started to look at other major cities in the country, specifically Buffalo, New York, to see what type of events they were doing to, address some of the areas where violence was most prevalent. So we partnered up with ShotSpotter, which is now Sound Thinking, to look at what areas we had the most crime and gun violence in the city and say, okay, how do we begin to address those areas by cleaning things up, bringing resources and, kind of turning those spots into areas that the community can be a little more invested in.
Wow, that's so amazing, because I think it's such a huge thing going on right now.
Absolutely.
And so the fact you guys are doing that, but could you elaborate a little bit more on the issues you guys have seen and what Build really aims to address? Is there any specifics?
Absolutely. Well, Build really wants to bring the resources to the people. So not only will we have every city agency represented, but we have about 34 community partners who will be out there, everyone from Express Employment to Lincoln Land Community College to the YMCA to the Lucky Horseshoes to District 186, all bringing the resources to the people. A lot of times we see increase in violence in areas where people feel, they have desperation or there's a lack of hope. So bringing the resources that are needed to the people, as well as beautifying some of the areas in the city that are, underappreciated, will do a whole lot of good, hopefully, in making our city a better place.
Absolutely. And so let's get into some of the most significant achievements you guys have seen so far from Build in the inaugural year. Do you guys have anything good that happened?
Well, we actually did a lot of cleanup, especially branch cleanup last year after the derecho, and a lot of cleanup for fly dumping. Fly dumping was a big issue last year and continues to be. But most importantly, we got a lot of feedback on how we could better our communication with the people in the community. A lot of times as city government, we feel like we're getting out the information that people need and people want through all the channels that we have, and there are still people in our city who don't receive that information. So that feedback that we received in the inaugural year helped us to plan it and be bigger and better for this year.
Absolutely, because honestly, the community, their opinions on what this city needs, that's why you guys started it,
Absolutely.
And so how are the zone managers and neighborhood police officers, are you guys integrating them into the community, and has there been an impact so far?
So they've had a huge impact on the community. A lot of times when you call the SPD or you call Public Works, you feel like you're kind of just getting put on a list. Especially our zone managers and NPOs have got an opportunity to interact with the people that we have in the community. You can put a name behind the people that are doing the hard work every day, a name behind the badges, and also they've allowed us to clear up and clean up a lot of other areas in the city that we hadn't addressed before, and we've gotten some wonderful feedback from the community on the great job they've done.
Yeah, well, Ethan, this is fantastic. You guys have an event on October 5th, don't you? Will you tell me a little bit about that before we go?
Yes, we do. So it's our big Build event on October 5th at 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at 1300 East Division Street, which is the old Bun Field for people who have been in Springfield for some time. We're bringing community partners. Free food will be provided by Bell's Finest Catering. We'll have bounce houses. We'll have free haircuts.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a blast.
Yeah, so we encourage every member of the community to come out, have a good time, bring the kids, bring the older folks, bring the college-age kids. We just want to unify the community.
Oh, fantastic. Well, guys, I will have everything linked on newschannel20.com that Ethan mentioned. I think this Build event's going to be fantastic, so I will definitely be there, and you guys should too. But Ethan, thank you so much for coming, and I can't wait to watch just how this initiative changes the community.
Benny, it's been my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thanks for watching. Stick around by subscribing today and don't miss a single video.